14 down.
Sponsored by Panama City Toyota, LS Agency Insurance, Bestway Portable Buildings, PCB Hobby, and ESPN Northwest Florida.
Got him swinging, strike 3.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Wednesday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 91 with a gentle breeze coming out of the west around 9 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 74. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a light breeze and a temperature near 88. Moving into Friday, about the same with a high of 86 and partly sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work? Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers
and their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job, it's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting your family.
PLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lynn Haven. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Discover the most convenient way to buy men's clothing. Pierce Bespoke. Whether it's custom or casual, they come to you to take the hassle out of shopping. If buying off the rack doesn't work for you, let Pierce Bespoke show you how to get the perfect fit. Call Pierce Bespoke to schedule your appointment. 251-278-8270. That's 251-278-8270.
Now,
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hi-ro! Alabama Update is brought to you by Steverson Air Conditioning. Number one at what they do, local man, local company, taking care of people throughout Northwest Florida. Don't make a mistake on some national company. You don't even know the people. Go somebody local. They'll take care of you. I know for a fact the best of what they do. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. Let's take this phone call before you do that, Glenn. Who is our winner? Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning.
Who is this?
This is Larry.
Hey, Larry. Do you live on the beach? You live in town?
I live over in town.
Good man. Good man. All right. Did he tell you about what to do?
He's over at the Navy base.
Oh, you're at the Navy base? God bless you. You in the military?
For your service.
Thank you very much.
How long you been in the military?
Just over 15 years now.
God bless you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you so much. Hey, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. And we want you to go have a great time. Don't forget about it if you can. You know what? Well, I don't know how I can get it to him, though.
He told me he's going to try to be here before the show's over.
Okay, well, if he does that, if you're here around 9 o'clock, we'll also give you a free dinner at Rudy's Barbecue. It's right on the way, okay?
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Sounds great.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you listening. Anything you want? Oh, who's your favorite college football team?
I'm a Michigan State fan.
Woo!
Uh-oh. Wait.
Where? Don't let Michigan Eddie hear that.
Time out.
No.
Yeah,
hey, forget about that damn match. No, I'm just kidding with you. That's great. Yeah. Hey, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. You know, last time I saw them in person was in Dallas, the Cotton Bowl. Went and watched them play Alabama, and their fans were outstanding. We thought we were staying at a hotel where Alabama people were. There were probably 20 couples of Alabama fans there, and the whole other place was all Michigan State, and they were outstanding. I really like those people. Good people.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Those are my people.
There you go.
How long you been down here in Bay County?
My wife and I, we've been here about a year and a half now.
You like it?
Oh, yeah, we love it.
Oh, good.
Good place to be.
You got any kids?
Yep, I have a daughter.
What school?
Oh, she's actually up in Michigan right now.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Going to get an education up there.
There you go. Good job. Well, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you listening. Come by around 9 o'clock, and I'll give you a $25 gift certificate to Rudy's Barbecue on Baton Beach Road, and we'll give you your tickets to the Gulf Coast Jam, okay?
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We got another winner? Got another winner?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had my mic. We're going to give away another set in the next segment.
There you go.
How many we got left?
Two more sets.
Yeah, but we can't do anything. We got to give them away this one and next one because 8:30 we got Mark McClellan.
There we go.
So keep on calling. If you want them, you better call.
Right.
Glenn, what do you got? Some public announcement
yes,
during the Alabama update. Go ahead.
That's all right. It's the best time to do it. Listen, there's a free baseball and softball clinic at the public sports park on Saturday morning from 9.
Thank you very much.
From 9 to 12. The registration's at 8. It is free. It is a community clinic, and it is called the Ripken Baseball, and it's kind of powered by Gatorade. So get out there.
Free. I like that.
Yeah, and so the topics will be, of course, hitting, infield, outfield, and throwing. So get out there, and it's free. Goes from 9 to 12. Again, registration is at 8. So get out there and enjoy it and learn some baseball and softball.
And who is that for? Who's doing it?
It's a community clinic. It's a free community clinic.
Thank you so much for doing
Ripken
that.
Baseball.
Well, and that's good that it's at Publix because that'll be as far as you can drive onto the beach on a Saturday.
Be nice, Ron.
I am.
Hey,
I said you could actually get over the bridge. That is
if
nice.
you're going to Gulf Coast Jam, leave early.
That's right.
Actually, I will say this. For those big events, they do a good job of having parking areas and shuttling. Because I actually did that, and it was very easy. So
Yeah, they do. We went one time and parked at Dick's. No, we actually parked in front of Jason's store one time, walked over there from there. We've done it several ways.
I think that's illegal, but that's all right.
Thank you, Brian. and if you want to win a pair of tickets, we got 2 more winners to give out, and that will be at 8:30. We're shutting it down because we have Mark McClellan at 8:30. And really, if you can get over here before 9 and pick them up, that's the best and safest way to pick up your tickets. Now, got another winner?
I got another winner.
We got another winner. Thank you, Wildcat. Good morning.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I couldn't be better. Who is this?
This is Travis.
Hey, Travis.
Travis, all right.
No, we're not giving him Travis. He has not called in a while.
He called me last week. It's just you haven't been here.
There's 2 Travises. There's Travis Peterson, who's the Gator fan, and we don't want to talk about him or his Saints.
Oh, well,
and then there's myself, who's the Florida State fan.
There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, we got to ask you a couple questions before we give away these 2 tickets. Number 1, do you live on the beach or you live in town?
I live in town.
Okay, good. Are you hungry?
Yes, very much so.
All right. If you get over here before 9 o'clock, we'll give you a paparazzi card to go there. Only if you get here before 9.
Coach, I'm about to pull into work and tell my work that I'm going to be about 20 minutes late.
There you go. All right. And really, we got those. And, I say the next one. We might feed somebody else today.
Yeah, we only have one more set of
tickets to give away.
I claim that one.
What about Florida State, man? What's going to happen? We were talking about just the Alabama update. You know, Bama goes 12-1. They beat Georgia, defending back-to-back national championship. They get put in the playoffs. Florida State wins their ACC championship. They're 13-0. They do not get in. My question to you, does Bama and Florida State both get in 2024? 12 teams.
I don't think either one get in.
Neither one get in. Wow.
I don't think so. I think, in all fairness, I really do think that Bama, you guys breed talent, and it doesn't really matter about the portal and everything else. You guys just have a knack for it. And, recruits, it's Alabama, who doesn't, as a Florida State fan, who doesn't want to go play for Alabama,
Exactly.
I think our biggest knock is, our quarterback is questionable, our receivers are questionable. We do have some good returning talent, but we got to see how they mix together.
Well, we did recruit some Alabama players, so.
Yeah, like 8 of them.
Got 6 of them. Six, yes, at least 6. Now, I tell you what, I think you're going to be.
Great day.
I think you guys are going to be surprised. I keep hearing good things from Tallahassee.
They have been calling it Tallalusa, so know.
Well, next year.
I think we're an 8 to 10 win team, so I don't think that we're going to be just bad, but I think we just missed the playoffs.
Well, I will say this: next year, game 1. I think it's game 1. Alabama at Florida State. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, the 2025.
Yeah.
Coach, I'm telling you, we should just go. We'll go ahead and book tickets right now. Yeah, I'll buy the seats. You get us to the press boxes.
Nah.
Well, what if we get there and then something wants to screw up with the press box? You won't be mad with it.
Well, I tell you what, if something messes up with them, then just lunch and drinks are on you.
There you go.
That sounds good.
Good luck with that.
That sounds good. Hey, man.
Well,
hey.
I need it in writing before we go.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for calling in. And come, if you get here again before 9, I'll give you a paparazzi card and your tickets to Gulf Coast Jam.
I'm about 15, 20 minutes out, Coach. I'll see you guys soon.
Just beat on the door. Wildcat, he's been in the bottle pretty hard this morning. Hopefully. Are you awake back there? Are you okay? There you go.
He said.
All right, buddy. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
All right.
You too.
All right, again, we got one set of tickets to Gulf Coast Jam. You got
give away
15
those
minutes.
during the Auburn segment.
Yeah, you got 15 minutes.
I would say that a lot of our listeners think today was the best Alabama segment they've ever heard.
There you go.
Y'all are so. You know what?
The only Alabama
Well, you wore a
segment that
Texas
they
A&M
ever
shirt
listened to.
during the daggum Alabama.
I did that for Brewery's Barbecue because our good job, Ethan gave it to
Well,
me.
I know, but Ethan can't see it.
Alabama update. The only thing I really had today, I will save for tomorrow.
There you go.
Let's take a break. Alabama Update has been brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. We want to give away and make you guys have a great weekend, and we really appreciate our friend that takes care of us with these tickets. And he don't even want us to mention his name. That's the kind of guy he is. Now, me, I'd want my picture out there on these tickets.
Hey, you'd be filming it, giving away stuff like that.
And I'm not very humble.
Shameless.
Shameless is the word for me. Let's talk about some of our great people. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. I tell you what, I had a story about Jason. First time I ever met him, this actually happened. I said, this is exact words. I want the biggest unit you can get. I want the air to knock me down when you turn it on. I'm sick of this thing that I have. And he goes, Coach, I said, I don't care what it costs. I want that. He said, Coach, I can do that to you. He said, but you don't need that. Then he explained to me square footage and all this other kind of stuff, then showed me what to do about where you might have a problem to keep the air in and out and all that kind of stuff. The guy's incredible. He's one of the most honest men I've ever met around my life. Jason Stevenson Air Conditioning, they're incredible. Every one of our guys have been here, use them. Most everybody's bought a brand new unit from him. He's that good. And they service like you would not believe. I love seeing their truck out of Bay Point all the time. All my buddies out there use them. They hear it on here. They all going to use Stevenson Air Conditioning. It's a local man. Let's take care of locals throughout Northwest Florida. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. Also, don't forget about Beef Row Braised in Lynn Haven. Pat, love you, brother. The best city commissioner Lynn Haven's ever had. Beef Row Braised today. If you're in Lynn Haven, get out to Beef Row Braised in Lynn Haven today. 10 wings and a side for $9.99. Great atmosphere, great food, great people. Beef Row Braised, Lynn Haven. Dr. Chad Mitchell, love you, brother. The legend. This will be his 25th year on Bay County sidelines. Let's make sure if you have any type of injury, call him. He's even taking care of this body to my left of me, which is hard to take care of.
That's right.
We'll be right back. Auburn, Florida State, callers, give us a call. You want to win some free tickets to Gulf Coast Jam. It's our last ones we're giving away. Unless I take them away from...
That ain't happening.
We'll be right back.
America's team plays here.
And a rocket to right field. This thing is into orbit.
The Atlanta Braves on ESPN Northwest Florida. Acuna, Ozzie, and Austin Riley lead the Braves' high-powered offense.
Swung on, belted, deep right field. Get out of here, Ozzie. Home run. Ball game.
The Atlanta Braves on ESPN Northwest Florida is sponsored by Brock's Pest Control. Store more portable buildings, reliable hydraulic solutions. Billberg Kia and Mid-South Lumber.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Wednesday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 91 with a gentle breeze coming out of the west around 9 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 74. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a light breeze and a temperature near 88. Moving into Friday, about the same with a high of 86 and partly sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
At
At Panama City Toyota, summer starts now. And you'll get 2.99% APR plus 90 days until you make your first payment on a new Camry. Get 2.99% on the fun-to-drive Corolla. Stand out and get 2.99% on a new RAV4. Or go bold and get 2.99% on the tough Tundra. Celebrate summer with a great deal from Panama City Toyota.
Offer expires June 3rd. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. What's the bad news? Your hat's on fire.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa!
Eagle!
There you go.
I gotta say, I didn't. That eagle missed his cue.
Yeah, well, you see how much he's drunk today? Eagle, baby. Martha Kinney, James Guamma, Jenna. How's my girlfriend doing? She doing all right?
Yes, sir.
She coming in town this summer?
She's going to come in the end of June, I think.
I want to see her. Hey, Auburn Update is brought to you by Beef Row Brady's in Lynn Haven. I just got through telling you, today's Wednesday. That means Beef Row Brady's in Lynn Haven. You get 10 wings and a side for $9.99. You cannot beat it. Go try it out. You'll love it. Get out there. All right, we got a winner. We have got our last winner of the day. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing today?
I couldn't be better. Who is this?
This is Buckeye Don.
Buckeye. How you doing, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. Enjoying this beautiful weather we're having.
All right. I guess you're a Michigan fan to be Buckeye, right?
No. Yeah, real close, man. Real close.
Do you ever listen to the Buckeye Twins on when they're in here with us?
I listen to you guys all the time.
Good. I know they love those Buckeyes, and so do I. Do you live on the beach or in town?
I live in town.
Okay. Are you going to be able to come over here by 9 o'clock or around 9 o'clock?
No, I will not be able to make by 9.
Dang. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I can leave you a Rudy's card.
He said he was going to try to come in during Dave's show from 4 to 6.
Just leave it. I'm
going to try to leave you. I can't promise you, but I'm going to try to leave you a Rudy's card with these tickets. And I think John's Wildcat's going to have to call Brian and David and tell them what we're doing because we just kind of decided to do this. But anyway, we hope you have a great time at Gulf Coast Jam. Were you planning on going or just surprise? We just surprised you today.
It's a surprise. It worked out well.
Well, good. I hope you have a great weekend, have a great time, and leave early. I think, like Brian pointed out, there's going to be some traffic, but they do such a good job with these big events. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue.
Oh, yeah. I was living on the beach last year when it was happening, and right there in Summerwood. Yeah, they do a good job of getting everybody in and out for the most part.
All right, I got to ask you, Ohio State Buckeyes, I picked them to win the national championship this year. I think they got one of the best rosters in college football. They've gone out and bought the best players money can buy. And they did. They got 2 of ours. They got our quarterback. I was
going to say, that's not even like a jab. That's not even a jab anymore. That's part of the deal.
I'm proud of them. They did what they had to do. I'm just mad we didn't do it. They had 2 5-star players they got from Bama. 2 will be playing in the NFL, I'm sure. What do you think? Is this the year Ryan Day gets it done? If he doesn't get it done, I think he might be in trouble.
Well, I agree with you because I was looking at their schedule the other day, and I mean, as much as an Ohio State fan, I really hate to admit it, but it looks like it's a pretty easy schedule.
Yes.
And with all the talent they've recruited, this should be their year. If not, I agree, Ryan Day may be in trouble.
Well, make sure you listen tomorrow because we've got their 5 toughest games, and you're going to be surprised 2 of the teams on there. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. Come by and get your tickets. Wildcat, remember to try to leave a Rudy's card.
I got it written down.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you guys listening. We truly do. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Good. Joe, guys, have a great day, man.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate it. Glenn, what you got on Auburn update real quick? Auburn has a 4-star tight end they're trying to steal from Texas, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow. We got to do the show a little different today because we got Bart McLeod. What do you got on FSU? Brought to you by Newbies.
Right. Let me tell you, first off, I'm going to start with softball because if you watch FSU softball, the freshman third baseman, Jasoni Beecham, she has won the Freshman of the Year according to Division I softball. Okay. And also, it is the TUCCI, which is a scholarship award too. So she won both of those. She is the first Seminole to win this award and the first ACC player to win this award. And she is first team All ACC, first team All Region, first team All American Division I, and she's second team All American in Softball America. But she's also Softball America's first freshman of the year. So congratulations to her. She led everybody, batted .417, 16 home runs, 66 runs, batted in, and broke all kinds of Seminole records. So congratulations to her. And then now we talk about baseball coming up. Now softball starts tomorrow, by the way. With Florida's going to be in there, Alabama's in there, and so Oklahoma's in there. So that's the people you got to beat, Oklahoma. So hopefully that gets done. Now starting baseball on Friday. As you know, FSU baseball is number 8 regional seed, so they get to host. Even if they win the super regional, they get to host. So, they win that. So Friday, the 31st, at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, FSU plays Stetson. So
come in and say hello. Game hush. I don't care about your FSU update. We got a winner. We got one of our winners.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for listening. I just want to know, are you happy we gave you these tickets?
I am very happy.
Did we promise her something to eat?
I love to eat.
Well, you just also got yourself a Rudy's barbecue card. That way you can go eat there at Rudy's and go out and have a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Listen to you guys every morning.
A female.
Another person whose radio's stuck.
Do you ever listen to one of my favorite songs?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I do. Yes.
It's a man's world?
It's a man's world, yes.
Does that make you mad?
No.
Oh, good.
No.
Good.
I know you're doing it all in fun and everything, but in reality, it's the woman's world.
That is true. You're right about that. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Dothan, Alabama, but I've been here for 29 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you Alabama, Auburn, Florida State?
I am Auburn, 100% War Eagle.
Run the Auburn up.
Half my family, Auburn, the other half Alabama.
That's kind of my family, too. But my husband, who I met here, is Ohio State.
Really?
Yes. I'm not really sure how that worked out, but
Did he grow up here or just move down?
No, he's from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
He was military and stationed at Tyndall.
I was surprised how many Ohio State fans we do have through here.
We have a lot.
A lot of Big Ten people. A lot of Big Ten people down here.
Never taken over.
I hope not.
Who are you looking forward to the most in this Gulf Coast Jam? Who are you looking for?
All of it, really. It's a lot of fun. A lot of us girlfriends get together with our children who are in college now, so we all kind of have a reunion during this time, and we just have a blast.
Unbelievable, man. Well, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you.
When we get this break, I'm going to walk out and give her a card. Glenn, you want to finish up with your FSU? I hate to be rude and interrupt you.
Yeah, you had to cut my Auburn update.
Yeah, you hate to be rude.
Yeah,
exactly.
And an Auburn Tiger on top of that. All right, more Auburn people in the Panhandle or Alabama?
I think it's a good mixture, but probably maybe a little bit more Alabama, but I think it's a good mixture.
What do you think?
Well, there's more Alabama, but then again,
there's a lot of Auburn now.
Well, the bandwagon's been a little crowded the last decade and a half, so we'll see how it shakes out here going forward.
During some of the 90s, you couldn't find some of those signs.
Yeah. Now I think, though, unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, I do feel there's more Michigan, Ohio State fans here than we've ever had.
Yeah, we ain't got that northern wall built on Florida yet.
Don't.
We're working on it. But,
we need to have a wall built.
Well, nobody retires to the north.
No. Just don't bring that. Anyway.
There you go.
You like Andy Bertram?
I do.
Yeah. You ever listen to him when he's on there with us?
I
love him.
I listen to you guys pretty much all day.
Good.
No, he
good.
He doesn't listen.
I'm probably the only female that. No, I'm kidding.
There's quite a few. Really.
You might be the only person that listens to us.
No, that's not true.
Hey, what do you think? Did Wildcat look like you thought he would look? Because I had a lot of people say we thought he would look totally different than what he does. He's pretty handsome.
He's very handsome, and no, he doesn't look like what
I know.
What I thought.
I had people ask me, what does he look like? Because they think he's like a.
Well, I heard you say when you walked in, I'm amazed he's not just passed out on the floor.
I have a very tall voice.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. He doesn't drink as bad as we point out either. He really doesn't drink like that.
He doesn't drink
far as you know. Far as you know,
right?
How much time we got?
You gonna let Glenn do it?
No, hell,
All right, don't worry about it.
I don't care
I'll
about
be
Glenn.
back Friday. I'll be back Friday.
Yeah, he can do it
You
Friday.
don't have any more time.
Listen,
all right, we got to take a break.
Wildcat doesn't drink anymore, just doesn't drink any less.
That is true.
He says, like me, he quits every day.
All right, I want you to help me with these sponsors we have. When I mention them, you tell me how great they are. And I know you believe this. I know that it's great. Jay Michaels.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable. Paparazzi Gourmet Deli.
Delicious.
Oh, my God. Rudy's Barbecue, outstanding
barbecue.
Thank
yes.
you. El Rodeo's a Keela Bar and Grill right across the street from the Navy
Great
base.
drinks.
Buy one, get one free. When are we going? You buy the one and give me one.
You go free one? You got it.
That sounds
good.
Par for the course there.
Yeah. And I don't know, today, Pat, love you, brother. Get out to Beefro Brazen in Haven. They do a great job today. 10 wings and a side for $9.99. And then I want to thank Charlotte for all the great things she does for the community, giving back to the university. She gave a big time amount of money away. Her and John are always helping. I remember we were down there. We used to do a show live down there, and they would give away, they would help out the Humane Society, the fire department. They bought they're just wonderful, wonderful people. So get out to Newbies, have a great time, support them. Newbies feel encouraged to watch all sporting events. And we'll be right back. 104.3, Mark McLeod, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
You're a real estate agent, not a social media expert, but you absolutely need a professional social media strategy. Stay on top of mind, top of feed, and be in more places. Introducing SocialStackPro.com, a tool for real estate agents that inspires your content with the power of ChatGPT built right in. Try SocialStackPro.com for free. Focus on building your brand, building relationships, and post like a pro with SocialStackPro.com.
New ownership and brand new renovations at Bayside Marina, the one-stop shop for all your boating needs in Panama City. Boat storage, valet service boat launching, pontoon rentals, non-ethanol fuel, on-site mechanic, ice, drinks, cleaning station, live bait and tackle. Our marina store is loaded. Relax and enjoy your day on the water at Bayside Marina, Big Daddy Drive, Panama City Beach, or call 850-234-7650. That's 234-7650.
Hey there, business owners. Do you feel lost in a sea of numbers, struggling to navigate your day-to-day accounting? At Lighthouse CPAs, they specialize in guiding businesses to make more money and keep more of what you make. From bookkeeping to tax planning, they've got you covered. Plus, with their user-friendly software, managing your finances has never been easier. Spend less time on paperwork and more time growing your business. Call Lighthouse CPAs 850-785-5254.
Welcome to It's the Coach James Hale Show.
But I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey there, business owners. Do you feel lost in a sea of numbers, struggling to navigate your day-to-day accounting? At Lighthouse CPAs, they specialize in guiding businesses to make more money and keep more of what you make. From bookkeeping to tax planning, they've got you covered. Plus, with their user-friendly software, managing your finances has never been easier. Spend less time on paperwork and more time growing your business. Call Lighthouse CPAs 850-785-5254.
Welcome to It's the Coach James Hale Show.
But I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
When you got 90,000 people all chomping at the same time.
The Florida Gator Update with guest Mark McLeod. Insider information you can't get anywhere else. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
today is Wednesday. It's 8:30. That means it's the great Mark McLeod. You all waiting for this? We had two great listeners just come in the studio and visit with us. They're wonderful
Travis
people.
and Sheila.
Love them. Who was it?
Travis and Sheila.
Sheila. She was beautiful.
I made a song
Travis,
about her,
Travis,
didn't it?
good-looking guy. Great people.
Yeah.
But
they made a song about her, didn't they? Oh, little Sheila. Oh,
might have been before my time.
Yeah, thank you.
It was.
Thank you, Glenn.
Is that like Beach Boys or something?
No.
We got Mark.
Yep.
Oh, let's bring him on. Mark McLeod. Mark, how you doing, sir?
Hey, doing well. Good to be on with you.
Thank you so much for
Mark,
coming on.
You almost missed him. He almost took off again today. He almost leaving.
I was trying to get out of here, Mark. I'll tell you, man.
I'm afraid if I say welcome to the Coach James Hale show, he will just take off again. He's so used to that.
We're giving away these Gulf Coast Jam tickets, and we just having a good time with the people that are calling in, the winners and stuff like that, trying to get them picked up today while they can get there tomorrow. Anyway, Mark, I'd be honest with you, man. We went down to Hoover. I was so excited about going to the baseball games. Get there, Bama loses. I got there right when the game's, well, I think the game had been playing a little, about the second inning. Then we watched Florida play, and then they lose. And it's like, Auburn's not there. That's one of the other teams we cover. Georgia. It's just, I don't know. The night game was great. Mississippi State, Ole Miss. Had a wonderful time. It's still a great experience, but I was disappointed in Florida losing like that, and I was disappointed in Alabama. What did you think about the tournament? They broke records, over 180,000 people there. They do such a great job in Hoover. Did you watch all the games or most of the games or what?
Yeah, what I could. I think it was, it's great. It's a great place to go. And it's interesting because, you hear fans who say, I want the tournament moved out of Hoover. It's not fair that it's up there all the time. And I tell them the same thing. Look, I've talked to the Florida guys for years. Waves of Florida guys that have played in this tournament going back 15, 20 years ago, and they all say the same thing. They love Hoover. They love the environment. They love the field. They love everything about it. And they just do a spectacular job putting it on. I think that's why it's really become as popular as it is. Now, it's great baseball, don't get me wrong. But, it used to be, guys, back in the day when if Alabama and Auburn weren't in it, they used to say, well, it sucks the air out of the tournament.
Yeah.
For years, it has not sucked the air out of the tournament. And, look, if you get to see Ole Miss and Mississippi State, as I did many years ago, play at midnight and 1 in the morning, that stadium, there are thousands and thousands of people there. It is loud. It is rambunctious. It is chippy. It is just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the people that go to these games, LSU fans, and talking to them, they love it in Hoover. The people that go there and been there and experienced, they love having it there. So I can't wait next year. Texas comes in, Oklahoma's coming in. Mark's going to be there. He's buying me dinner. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, man. Hey, how you been feeling? I meant to ask you feeling okay?
Yeah, doing great. Doing great. Good. Looking forward to the SEC Media Days. Not too many weeks until that. Of course, we got everything going on in Destin right now. You got baseball, you got softball. It's just you got a lawsuit flying around. It's just a great time, man. It's a great time.
Well, talk about that lawsuit. What's the latest on that?
What a joke. What a joke. There's really nothing else to say. Billy Napier's been asked about it, and he's defiant. I mean, he is fine with dealing with it and addressing it. He can't talk about it per se. The University of Florida won't discuss it. They sent out they sent out a statement to all the media, and they said that would be their last statement. But it's a joke. It really is a joke. I mean, if your issue is that the University of Florida defrauded you from getting your money for the University of Miami, why in the world did you walk away from that contract in the first place?
Wow.
You're the one that did it, you and your dad, whoever. It just makes no sense whatsoever. And he's going to have a real difficult time proving this. Obviously, the family didn't have an attorney working specifically for them to kind of navigate these waters and go through it, because from what I've talked, a couple of attorneys I've talked to, one in particular who was very familiar with this and very close to it, he said there's no way any attorney would advise you to walk away from a $9 million contract. But the University of Miami people are saying $9 million. It was never $9 million. It wasn't even close to that. So what is real here, but it just looks like a money grab. It looks to me, and this is just my opinion, that this is nothing more than to try to get Florida to come to the table and settle it, because all this publicity makes Florida, Billy Napier and company look bad.
So you're saying no way they can win, but I got some breaking news. They have moved this case to New York. There is a chance So,
they don't even know what college football is.
Right. Well, the other thing, too, is why would you drag Kirby's name into it? I mean, that's, that's crazy.
What did they say about Kirby?
Well, Kirby's told him to go ahead and do it. Go ahead and sue him. The Kirby okayed. He gave his blessing.
Is that?
That's even being walked back slightly. Kirby said he didn't even know about it till the day before. My guess is Kirby probably just said, "Dude, whatever you're doing with that, that's your thing."
Yeah,
that would be my guess. But
that's how you get his name brought into it.
Oh yeah.
So
what's going on in Destin? What are you hearing?
Conrad Moon had a couple beers.
They're counting up days. they're counting up days.
Destin had a few beers and a good laugh and everything.
What do you hear now, Destin? What's the talk? I know one thing. I said this before. They're not going to be like an 85 scholarship they're going to pay these players. They're going to model everything after the NFL. They might be 50, 55 players on a roster. I think that's coming. But what else you hear? Anything else in Destin? Any breaking news?
Not a whole lot. The one thing that I'm glad to hear coming out of Destin is that the pushback against collective bargaining. The players don't want this. Overall, you and I and Coach Manley have talked about this for a few years, and this is where it's been pushed. You got certain people who are involved in this that want to keep pushing it to collective bargaining, but you got players who, once they're educated on it by people who in the legal community and others who know what they're doing and they represent them, going, no, you don't want this. You don't want all this tax liability and everything falling on your shoulders. You really just want to just do NIL and straight payment, whatever it's going to be, but you do not want to be an employee of the university. That's a bad way to go. But as everybody knows out there listening knows, this has been the push to try to get it to go to collective bargaining.
Well, what do you think? We talked about this, like you said, for a long time. I'm for it. You hire them from the university. They're under a contract. They can't transfer out. It's just like the NFL free agency thing. You're under contract. You can't go play for the Giants if you're playing for the Jets. That part of it I like, and you got to put in there the contract language where you can fire them and not keep them on the contract if they do things like not go to class, not doing certain things, getting arrested, and all those kind of things. So I'm kind of for it because they can control the transferring. That's the only reason I'm for it, the transfer deal. Am I crazy or what?
I just think it's going to be a fight. I really do. Once more of these kids get educated on it, and with the people handling them and educating them, and they start talking to the kids and their families about taxes and liabilities, I think it's going to be a fight. But it's going to be interesting, especially when you got Commissioner Sankey saying what he's saying. So I think it's good. I think it's a good conversation and a good area to go. I am with you all the way, Coach, on I'm sick and tired of kids they don't get their way and they jump in the portal. Yeah. We've seen this with kids 3 and 4 times now, and it's just a bad way to go. But the NCAA's done them no favors either. You got a tight end of Miami who's, good Lord, he's in his 30s, I think, by now, and he's going to get another year of college football. It's just, there's just a lot that needs to be fixed, and I'm hoping that we can work down the road to try to get some of this fixed. It's not going to be an easy fix, that's for sure.
What do you, Florida football, any news lately, anything going on, how the summer's going, anything like that?
I think the biggest thing for Florida is obviously this Rashada thing is going to play out. They don't want that to happen. That's why I think that I got to believe that the legal mind helping the Rashada family is hoping that Florida will come to the table and do a settlement. It doesn't look like Florida's going to do that. Yeah. It looks like he's been talking to Florida for a year now, and they have not entertained that one bit. So, but it's been good overall. Again, you got players, quite a few players coming on campus. recruits. So the recruiting is, it's, they're getting the kids on campus. They got to lock them down. That's the next step. But, you get Cormani McLean, a week ago. You get Jason Zandamela. You get Elijah Badger. So positions of critical need for the Florida football team out of the transfer portal. The transfer portal has been very good for Florida. But really now you got a bunch of kids that have visited school. We're going to start seeing these commitments come in the next few weeks to various schools, and Florida certainly is going to want to be in on that.
They had an article I read. Billy Napier seems like very confident. He's not like a man on the hot seat. He's 11-14. He's on the hot seat, but he's very confident. What's your take on that? How much time we got? Hey, Mark, let's hold on and come back and let you talk about that. And we're also going to talk, Mark, about baseball before we get out of here today. Go check out some of our great sponsors. Appreciate all of them. Cito. Say no if they don't have Cito. Don't get on a boat.
All you got to do is go to Cito.com or call Brandon here locally at 850-234-2323. Cito. Don't be a Gilligan.
Yes, don't. I'm going to take him to the train station. Talk about Brandon. Anyway, also don't forget about Turf Pro Pest Control. You want your yard look absolutely gorgeous? Call Patrick. They do a great job. Your yard look absolutely beautiful. It will be Manly's yard when you're through with it. It's beautiful. And we're going to buy some jewelry. Where are we going to head to, Wildcat? Where do you go?
You're going to go to David Adamson Fine Jewelry and Design. And if you've got maybe a high school ring or a college ring, something like that you haven't worn for a while, take it down there, let them make sure the stone will stay in there, let them polish it up, fix it up, size it up for you in case you gained a little weight like Coach Hale. And then all you got to do, drop it off, go have lunch, come back, pick it up, easy peasy, done. 830 Ohio Avenue, Lynn Haven, David Adamson Fine Jewelry and Design.
Can I have your pistol and 2 bullets?
I don't think it'll go through that class right
We'll
now.
be right back with Mark McLeod. We'll talk about history being made today up in New York. No, we won't. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida, available on all your devices.
Connected.
Here are your favorite sports talk hosts.
The Coach James Hale Show. You're listening to the Inside Drive live. The afternoon underdog.
And your favorite teams.
Praise winning!
We're live on the app. Tune in, Alexa, ESPNPC.com, Facebook, YouTube, and in your car at 101.9 and 104.3. Wherever you go, there we are. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Wednesday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 91 with a gentle breeze coming out of the west around 9 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 74. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a light breeze and a temperature near 88. Moving into Friday, about the same with a high of 86 and partly sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus, live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive, across from the Navy base.
It's time to pick your path and go big and go bold from Bill Burr Kia. You can drive away in a brand new 2024 Telluride from Bill Burr Kia. The 2024 Telluride protects what matters, and it's built for the long haul. Its technology will connect with confidence, and its upscale, all-around rugged look will take you on to the next adventure. The road is yours. Bill Burr Kia, the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us today at 2435 East 15th Street or BillBurrKia.com.
Hi, this is Ryan Mulvey. Join me weekdays starting at 11 for the Inside Drive. The latest sports stories, the biggest reactions, and even sports betting right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Told you the truth. I played this for our special guest,
Sheila.
Sheila just won
this is your song.
Ticket Her and her husband are going to Gulf Coast Jam.
Well, you don't know if that's right.
Her husband texted. That's pretty good. Her husband texted and said, "Play this song. Let her know what's going on." Yeah. Sheila, he told me to play this song for you.
That's great. Now he'll be down here.
Yeah. All right, let's bring back on Mark McLeod. Mark, what did I ask you? I forgot, man. I forgot what I asked you.
The funnier part of that is neither Glenn nor I were any help.
I asked them, I said, what did I ask him? And they go, we weren't listening to you.
Is this a telemarketing call?
Yeah,
Glenn Manley statue fund at Bay High School?
There you go. Yeah, let's get that going.
I was on the phone between the break with the actor. What's his name? He was asking me some questions. He was just on yesterday.
Robert Duvall.
Robert De Niro.
Duvall.
Yeah. I was telling him to come down and visit. We want to take him deep fishing. Deep sea water fishing.
That's right.
Anyway.
No Cito.
I didn't think he played Fredo in that movie.
Now that's what I was getting at. Billy Napier, I mean, he's coming across positive, good, and everything. You have to be that way. But could they surprise us? Could they be shock us this year? And we're all thinking he's fired, dead man walking, everything that Glenn's been saying about him behind his back.
No,
can they do something special?
They could. That's what I've been telling you for weeks. But they got to put it together. I mean, look, Billy's got to do a better job on X's and O's on the sideline with the clock and managing things, organizing things. He's taken some steps to do that with some hires that he's made. Special teams has been a mess. Again, taking some steps to hire some guys to help him out there. You got defensive coaches, new defensive coaches in there, and the players really liked what was going on, the energy. They liked everything that they saw in the spring. And why wouldn't they? Because again, you got a bunch of veteran players on that defense. You really do. I mean, if you're looking at a few young guys that are going to play, they're going to be in backup positions where that wasn't the case last year because Florida, remember, guys, had two freshmen starting at safety.
Yeah.
And you get one of them back in Jordan Castell, who was freshman All-American, but to have Asa Turner back with you now, who's a redshirt senior from Washington, DJ Douglas, a redshirt senior from over in Tulane, played at Oregon, and with Bridges at Oregon, and then Douglas at Tulane, of course, who played at Alabama for a little bit. So Florida's got a much more veteran team, and I think that, Coach, with a returning quarterback, with a schedule that the first 7 games, the vast majority of games, I think that's got him feeling pretty good.
Well, every time I start to want to believe that, I think back, and this is what concerns me. Even the old ball coach said they could win 8 games. So that makes me feel, because he doesn't lie. I mean, he's a good man. But I think back those games when they didn't give much effort. It looked like they quit.
Yep.
Do they have that out of them? Is that gone? Is this locker room cleaned up? Do they have guys who are going to play hard for Florida every snap, every play, every game? If they do that, yeah, good things can happen. But they didn't do that last year. And that's the biggest question mark to me.
Yeah, I thought one of the biggest concerns I had late in the season, particularly just watching this team overall, is they needed new direction in the strength and conditioning room, and they got that. You know, they got rid of Mark Hockey. He is still there, but he's in a different role. Unfortunately, the guy you hired left, and went and coached with one of his best friends. But they feel like, at least the players are really excited about the guys they have running the strength and conditioning program now. It's been a welcome change. And again, all these changes at Florida, what are they going to add up to? We're going to find out. Right now, I mean, I can talk all day long, but I don't know anything really, until they get there. I just know this is a more veteran team. And I think overall it's a bigger core group of guys, and that experience really tends to take you in good places. But again, Billy Napier himself has to improve.
Well, you just brought a great point up. The weight conditioning coach is the most important guy there. And they're probably under more pressure than anybody right now, because you think about the NIL money, the transfers, they can leave, they can do whatever. They talk about now they got to recruit a kid and they get them on campus. They got to continue to recruit them to keep them on campus. And the strength and conditioning guys are making them do things they really don't want to do. You push them to the limit every single day and you have to if you're going to have a really great football team. I know Kirby's talked about it, said they ain't changed a bit. They're doing it the exact same way. They've always done it. He's going to coach the same way. If they stay, they stay. If they go, they go. But I really think those weightlifting coaches, man, this guy making $1 million, and I don't want to do that extra set. I don't want to do this. I mean, those guys are the key to the program. People don't understand that. When we played at Southern Mississippi, when we played, they had us brainwashed that we could beat anybody. We could individually, we could beat anybody. We could do anything by the way they worked us. I mean, they about killed us at that. Every day it was a nightmare just to get through that 1 hour. And I just don't know what it would be like now as a strength and conditioning coach. If you're a great one, you're not going to change it one way. They leave, they leave. Scott Cochran, he was Alabama. The way he worked those guys was incredible. So you made me think about something. That's a great point what you made about the strength and conditioning coach, how important they are.
Right. Tyler Miles is running the program now. He's taken over, and he's been at Florida for a little bit. But, he spent time at Duke. He's been with the New York Jets. He's been with the University of Miami for a season or two. So, again, he's been around a little bit, but he's still a young guy. So he doesn't have a sterling resume, for all this. He's been at South Carolina. He was there, I believe, when Coach Spurrier was there. So I think that in Tennessee, so he's been at a few schools, but, again, it's not where he was the head guy, So this is a great opportunity for him. He has been a head guy before, but it's just not a deep resume.
We got to get you on some baseball before we get out of here today. Florida baseball, they did get in Stillwater. Nebraska 39-20, Oklahoma State's 40-17. Florida game 1, Florida versus Nebraska, ESPN Plus. I think it's 2:00 Central Time. I think. What do you think, man? What do you think happens there? Can they get hot and do something?
It's going to be interesting. They're without Ty Evans, their junior outfielder, who was hitting around 315. Hayden Yost, reserve, is outfielder out as well. So Ashton Wilson got the start against Vanderbilt, as you saw, Coach. He was hitting leadoff and playing right field. He was 0 for 5, and he's only hitting 231. That's a hit for Florida. My big question for Florida is, and look, this is a regional where, my goodness, if you want to see offense, you're going to see it in Stillwater. All these teams can swing the bat. Florida, not for average, but for power. But I'm curious as what Sully's going to do on the mound. Does he start Pierce Capola, who's the big 6'8" left-hander who has started the past several games? He's 0-4, but he, in my opinion, he's struggling a bit. He's given up 4 runs over his last 7 or 8 starts. So I think they need to go with Liam Peterson, who has really only given up one or 2 runs in his last few starts. He's a right-hander, but he's only a freshman out of Palm Harbor. I think that's the way they need to go. And then, of course, game 2, I would go with Jack Caglione, who's been very good on the mound for the Gators, 5-1.
Who do you think comes out of there? Which team?
Well, I certainly hope it's Florida. I would love to see more SEC. But Oklahoma State's going to be awfully tough to pull out of there. Again, they swing the bat well, and they've got 40 wins on the year. So I don't know if it's going to be Oklahoma State or Florida. I can't say I know enough about Oklahoma State really to give you a very well-informed opinion.
What was the record number of SEC schools? 11 or 13?
Yeah,
11 got in.
It's a new record.
Yeah. What about what do you think, man? Does the SEC school bring home another national championship?
I tell you, I hate saying this, but I like Tennessee. I like Tennessee. I like what they're doing. Now, granted, Southern Miss, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, probably in Knoxville. But some of these regionals are just really crazy exciting. They really are. And then I just like what I'm going to see. Chapel Hill going to be interesting over Corvallis. I think that's going to be a very interesting regional. And good grief, Clemson. Goodness gracious. Mm-hmm. And by the way, if Florida wins, or Oklahoma State, whoever wins in the Stillwater, that's who you're going to face up with is Clemson.
Wow. Hey, Mark, the Harvard of the South, Southern Mississippi, 8 straight years, 40-plus wins.
incredible.
Yeah, that little
I remember when they came to Gainesville and took the Gators out.
Yeah, that little bitty state has won back-to-back national championship with Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Southern Mississippi has been really good also. That's pretty impressive. Baseball's big there, there's no doubt.
Oh, Mississippi baseball is insane. Mississippi and Louisiana baseball is just nuts.
Yeah, they produce. The thing about Southern Mississippi, they produce so many great athletes that do radio. It's incredible. All right, we're out. Mark, thank you so much for coming on, buddy. 104.3.
Hey, great to with you guys.
Night, Mike. ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The afternoon underdogs.
That was a brutal week because we don't have cable. Nobody has cable. It's 2024.
Cut the cord.
Real. Yeah. That being said, everything we do is streaming, and we had no way to put